Today we will be doing the T-Wars and the Halo games. The actually important ones. So sorry Fireteam Raven, Spartan Strike, and Spartan Assault. You guys will not be ranked. Also, they forgot to add in a FTL. So we'll be adding an FTL for this. So this is every single Halo game. And we will be going in order from my least favorite Halo game to my favorite Halo games. At the follow at okay, how many Halo games are there? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 9 Halo games in total, including spin-offs as well. Halo Infinite is not here. We gotta find a different list. Okay, this one includes Halo Infinite. So this Halo 2600, that's a fan game. Never played it. Whoever this is supposed to be, never played it. And they also include MCC separately here. MCC says Halo 1 to 4. I think it'll be pretty unfair to rank that game. So I just want to find one of Halo Infinite. For some reason that game is not included. So yeah. There we go. Yeah. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 total Halo games that I have played, and we rated them from worst to best. So number 10, should come to no surprise, is Halo 5 Guardians. Halo 5 Guardians was a massive disappointment. I think no one would be shocked by this opinion here. It is the absolute worst Halo game they have ever made. Of course, I've never played Spartan Assault, Spartan Strike, and Fireteam Raven, but Halo 5 is the absolute worst Halo game I've ever made. The story is bad. Cortana becomes evil for some reason, which invalidates the whole ending of Halo 4. And the Prometheans are still as unfun to fight as ever. And also you have your dumb teammates that don't revive you. And also there's no more split screen multiplayer. But again, most people play online anyways. And also, they started to introduce microtransactions into Halo, and also made Forge very complicated. So Halo 5 is the absolute worst Halo game ever made. Number 9, we're gonna have to go with Halo Wars 2. I know this game adds a lot to the war and stuff, but I haven't really played Halo Wars 2 that much. I completed the story or campaign, but I just didn't play as much as the first Halo Wars. Also, it is not an FPS, so we will not be ranking it that highly anyways. Number 8, Halo 4. Halo 4 is a very disappointing game. The Prometheans are a very dumb faction. Okay, they are annoying. Okay, at least the plot is okay. The story is okay. But they try to basically make Halo into a Call of Duty. Okay, Halo's identity ended when FIFA 3 took over. Okay, why not call Halo just a generic FPS at this point with Halo 4? I know they started with this with Halo Reach, but Halo 4, it was too much like Call of Duty at this point. Okay, it didn't feel like you were playing a Halo game at this point. Next game, we'll be going over the next 7 games. So number 7 is the first Halo Wars. Again, I did used to play this game a lot when I was younger, but again, is Halo Wars as great as the other Halo games? No. I do like the game. It is pretty fun, but it isn't as good as the actual main Halo games. Next is Halo 3 ODST. Again, another Halo game. This is my lower strength Bungie game. And people are like, really? Why did you rate Halo 3 ODST this low? It had the best. Okay, the Halo 3 ODST is 5 hours long. Okay, the hardest part of the game is finding the crews. You had to look them up. But once you look them up, it's super easy to find the crews. Okay, and then all the levels are super short. Okay, some of these levels can be beaten within 5 minutes. Yeah, I want to have the full experience while playing the game, not being able to beat a level in 5 minutes. Okay, Halo 3 ODST can really be speedrun within less than an hour. Well, okay. Yes, I complain that some modern games are too long. I'm sorry, I'm not sinking $100 into Skyrim 2, but or Elder Scrolls 6, but come on, 5 hours? Okay, I could beat that in like a day. Okay, if I wanted to. Now we get into the actual good Halo games. Number 5 is Halo Infinite. I think Halo Infinite is a massive step in the right direction. I played the campaign and that's it. I played a bit of the multiplayer. Yeah, but I'm not a multiplayer person. But the multiplayer was but it was basically just your typical modern FPS with multiplayer. But the single player experience was pretty alright given a free for free game. They have definitely, the new faction you have to fight called the Banished. The world looks pretty amazing. The environment looks pretty cool. It's basically the whole Halo, but the whole game is like that. The boss fights some of them were pretty interesting and some of them were pretty difficult as well. And also you get like secret weapons from them. So, some of the new weapons are pretty good as well that you use in the campaign. And now we're going over the actual good Halo, the rest of the Bungie games. So yeah. Number 4. This would be a very, very hard choice. But I think my least favorite of these 4 games right here is Halo 1. Again, my experience of Halo 1 is through the Anniversary Edition in MCC. I have never actually played the original Xbox version, but I have played the whole game through MCC. Halo 1 is actually a very infuriating game to go through. There are some levels that are just very infuriating. Okay, like, even on easy, some of these levels are very infuriating. Okay, especially some of the levels near the end of the game. And I think the third level in the game is also pretty infuriating as well. It's just they throw it's kind of like the complaints over the newer Halo games have, where they throw too many enemies at you. Okay, but no one complains about this of Halo 1. Okay, I think the worst level in the entire game is 2 Betrayals. That level is such a slog to go through. I think it'll be my third least favorite level in all of Halo. And then also Bribery is such a slog to go through. I get Halo 1. It has pretty good gameplay. They introduced the whole series, but it kind of has aged pretty poorly. Also, what I heard from the original multiplayer was tacked on. Like, it wasn't really well developed out like Halo 2's was. So yeah, Halo 1, I think, besides ODST, is the weakest of the Bungie games. And ODST is a spin-off, so yeah. Number 3. This will be a very hard choice, but I'm going to put Halo 2, simply because Halo 2 is my least played Halo game of the Bungie games. I am playing through the story, but I know the game is pretty difficult on Legendary, but on easy and normal, the game is actually pretty easy. It's not a difficult game if you play on easy or normal. Okay, if you want to play the game and let's experience the storyline is pretty great, obviously, as well. You have the whole Armada storyline, that's pretty great as well. I like the whole battle with the Scarab and stuff, but some of the levels in the game are like, yeah, they're not as bad as Halo 1, some of Halo 1's levels, but yeah. And also, now we're going over Halo Elites. Halo Elite has the best forwards in all of Halo. Okay, you get introduced to, I know Halo Infinite's forwards, you can really put enemies and stuff on it, but I haven't played Halo Infinite's forwards. Sorry. But Halo Elite's forwards was so revolutionary. Okay, I know how 90s kids want to talk about how their games are so revolutionary, but the fact that you can really have a whole gigantic canvas where you can build whatever you want, and some people do have criticisms for the Forge world and how all the objects look the same, but it was a massive canvas. You can make whatever modes you want and whatever maps you want. You had a lot of room to go with, so you want to make a cursed map, which you couldn't do in Halo 3. Well, you can. You can make a cursed map as well. You can make a map where basically you can screw over your teammates. And no other FPS game has done this, not even Call of Duty, which is pretty weird because I think the idea of making your own maps is pretty cool in any sort of game. And I think the whole idea of the Forge world map was so revolutionary. Also, the firefight mode was pretty fun. It does get stale after a while, and it's also kind of strange. Like, why aren't the drones available in firefight? Or why didn't they go out of the way to add the flood in firefight and MCC? See, I know mods have done it, but they had to run out of the way to put it in Halo 3. They could have run out of the way to put it in Halo Reach, or at least put the drones in, was out in the campaign as well. You know, also some of the weapons are pretty mediocre in the game as well. You know, and we're talking about weapons like the focus rifle, the concussion rifle. Yeah, these weapons are pretty underwhelming. I don't think anyone really uses them. You know, they literally replaced the beam rifle with an inferior weapon. But they did introduce a new enemy type, which was the skirmishers, and they were pretty fun to fight as well. And number one is Halo 3. Halo 3 was kind of like the finale for the Halo games. Is the campaign I have probably played the most besides Halo Reach. Oh, I didn't mention Halo Reach's campaign, but its campaign is pretty great. The storyline is pretty great. The thing that keeps Halo Reach back is that some of its level design is pretty bad, okay, as well. But now it's good to talk about Halo 3. Halo 3 introduced Fords. I know Halo 2. I think Halo 2. I don't think Halo 2 had Fords. Halo 3 introduced Fords, which was a very revolutionary thing. Originally, it was just supposed to be like, oh, you can move weapons around the map and stuff, and make the map more competitive as well. But then they introduced the idea of a map that is solely for building new maps. They introduced two very innovative maps in Halo, which have basically changed the course of everything. First one is Sandbox, which you have 3 areas to build, 3 canvases to build. You do have to delete everything, which why Halo 3 is, Forge is technically inferior to Halo Reach, because all you have to do in Halo Reach is just delete the 3 spawn points. But it introduced the idea of just creating your own maps as well. You could create your own maps and your own game modes. It wasn't as fleshed out as Halo Reach, obviously, but it was a very innovative idea to create your own maps and shuffle maps around so you can play how you want. If you want to make a map with only power weapons, you can. If you want to make a map where it's just you get pistols, you can. If you want to make a map where you play vehicles on with a bunch of people, well, you can. The Fords, they really made the possibilities are endless with this. If you want to make access to every single little thing in the map, well, you can as well. And also there's a wide variety with the Forge maps as well. You go through 400 areas and stuff. And also this game was the last game that really felt like a Halo game as well. And yeah, so that is my ranking for Halo games as well. So basically every game past Halo Wars is a good game. I'm not hating on any of those games as well, okay? But yeah, the only truly bad Halo game is Halo 5. Halo 4 and Halo Wars 2 are meh as well. Oh yeah, Halo 4 was a huge step down to Halo 3's Fords and Halo Reach's Fords. And Halo 5's Fords was just like a bunch of blank maps as well. Well, I know Halo Infinite's map is like that, but Halo Infinite you could really build like... They kind of made it like Far Cry's level editor and level creator, where you can just basically build massive maps from scratch with just backdrops. I know they had that in Halo 5, but yeah. So what do you think about this ranking of Halo games? Do you think this is a very fair ranking, or it is a pretty bad ranking as well? These are just my opinions on every Halo game as well. Hopefully the Halo franchise does get better, or, back to its former glory, but I think it's pretty unlikely. Bungie has came and left and created Destiny, which is the spiritual successor to Halo. And Destiny 2 has been pretty successful, honestly. I've never played Destiny 2 because I don't like the Destiny 1. Destiny 1 was a very boring game. But yeah, that's it about this video here. Goodbye.